We got part 4 here. If you have guys not seen the first 3 videos, go watch those real quick and then come back because I'm not doing an intro. NFC East Edition right now. The number 4 team in this division, which might be a head scratcher in some people's opinions, but not in my opinion because it's an easy number 4, the New York Giants as the number 15 team in the NFC. Now, looking at the Giants' main acquisitions here, they got Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, Paulson Adebo, Javon Holland, and Chauncey Golson. Their main departures is Drew Lock, Azeez Ojulari, and Isaiah Simmons. So looking at those right there, they already improved. And honestly, their draft was probably one of the best in the NFL. Drafting Abdul Carter, which I feel like no one's really talking about him so far. Jackson Dart, who is a nice little quarterback right there. And Cam Scatterbo from Arizona State, a nice little running back. This team, especially the defensive side, has the potential to be amazing. This secondary definitely improved with Paulson Adebo, Javon Holland. This defensive line is just insane. I mean, their defensive line literally consists of Abdul Carter, Brian Burns, and Dexter Lawrence. That is absolutely insane. It's just the offense is what I'm so concerned about this Giants team. The quarterback room, I think Russell Wilson will be starting for the New York Giants to start the year, but he's been so inconsistent the last couple of years. This offensive line is still a not good of a unit. They got a really nice wide receiver, Malik Neighbors, of course, but I do think Jackson Dart will end up coming probably in the season like week 8, week 9 when the Giants... You know, the Giants also have a pretty rough schedule too. They obviously have a very tough division with the Cowboys, Commanders, and Eagles. Like, those are 3 dogs right there. But the Giants, give them a couple more years. I really do like this defense. They could be a top 5 unit. And I'm not even joking when I'm saying that. It's just their offense is really dog water, honestly. Besides those couple of pieces right there, like I said, I named earlier, like Malik Neighbors and all that. But let's go on to number 3 team. The number 3 team in this division will be the Dallas Cowboys as the number 11 seed. Their main acquisitions this year is Joe Milton, Miles Sanders, George Pickens, which is a very good wide receiver, Kenneth Murray, and Khair Elam. Their main departures, they got a lot of them. So hold on a second, boys. They got Cooper Rush, Rico Dowdle, Brandon Cooks, Zach Martin, DeMarcus Lawrence, and Jordan Lewis. So this offensive line has been known for being a really good unit for a longest time, especially with Zach Martin. And now they lost him in retirement. And they also had one of their other offensive linemen just got injured not too long ago. The offensive lineman I was thinking about was Tyler Guyton, but he only got banged up and he's be out for a couple weeks. So kind of disregard what I just said there. We all obviously know that this offense will be a top 10 unit. Will most likely be a top 10 unit with Dak Prescott. They got George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb as the number 1 and 2 wide receiver. The running back room is a little bit of a question right there. But the main thing that everyone is talking about is, of course, Micah. And they need to just pay this man. This defense was not good last year. They just got worse by losing to DeMarcus Lawrence. Micah, if he does not play within the next few weeks, this defense will be even worse. So Jerry Jones, pull out your wallet and pay this dude. But let's go on to number 2 team. The number 2 team just missing the playoffs, and definitely let me know in the comments how you feel about that, is the Washington Commanders. Now, this team definitely had a nice offseason. Their main acquisitions, I gotta flip over to the next page. They got Michael Gallup, Laramie Tunsil, Von Miller, and of course Deebo Samuel. So those are nice little pieces right there. Their main departures is Denami Brown, Dante Fowler Jr., Jonathan Allen, and Jeremy Chin. Now, Jaden Daniels going into his 2nd year. The offensive line got significantly better, especially by adding Josh Connerly Jr. and, of course, getting Laramie Tunsil. This offense, getting Deebo Samuels too, should be a lot better. Even with all the Terry McLaurin drama, I do think he will end up getting re-signed there very shortly. As of right now, he's still not signed, but I don't see that changing. He's not going anywhere. But this Commanders schedule is pretty tough. And again, I had them just missing the playoffs, but they're only 10-7 in my personal opinion. And so it's not like they're going to be a terrible year. I think last year they just outperformed expectations. Of course, they went all the way to the NFC Championship. This team could prove me wrong. They could win a division. Who knows? And speaking of the division winners, let's talk about the Eagles. The Eagles definitely had a lot of transactions this winter, not this winter, this summer, by losing Kellen Moore, their offensive coordinator, which I do think that will be a big deal, at least for a few weeks of the season. But their main acquisitions is A.J. Dillon, Kenyon Green, and Adoree Jackson. So now, let's talk about their main departures. Kenny Pickett, Mekhi Becton, Brandon Graham, Josh Sweat, Bryce Huff, Darius Slay, CJ Gardner-Johnson, and Milton Williams. This defense should be in complete shambles, but there's still a very good secondary. And their defensive line, I mean, they got a couple pieces like Jordan Davis, and, Eagles are going to be a little rough on the defensive side. But they're offensive. They're just goated. Of course, this offense, like I just mentioned, is goated. They got Saquon Barkley, the Madden cover, a top 2 running back, and he's not number 2. Of course, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, not Devontae Adams. Imagine if they had Devontae Adams. Oh, my goodness. But this team, their offensive line is a top 5 unit. Even with a couple injuries they just had recently, this offense is not going to really have any issues. They might have an issue in week 1 or 2 with the new offensive coordinator, but I don't think it's going to be anything serious. This offense is going to have them as the number 2 seed behind the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as the number 1. If you did not watch my NFC South video, I'm so sorry, I just spoiled it for you. But that wraps up this video. Let me know down in the comments how you feel about my placements of the teams. And yeah, I'm out of here. Deuces.